They found animal hybrids that will shock you pretty much. Here are some of the most shocking animal hybrids that have left researchers absolutely stunned. Curious? Join us and let's go. Number 15. The wholphin. The ocean's depths contain one of the most remarkable marine mammal hybrids. The wholphin, a cross between a false killer whale and a bottlenose dolphin. Despite their common names, false killer whales are actually large members of the dolphin family, making this hybridization possible, though still extremely unusual. Wholphins display physical characteristics clearly intermediate between both parent species. They typically grow larger than bottlenose dolphins, but remain smaller than false killer whales, usually reaching lengths of around 10 to 12 feet. Their coloration tends toward a dark gray that lightens on the underside, combining elements from both parent species' appearance. Their dental structure fascinatingly reveals their hybrid nature, with tooth counts that fall precisely between the typical numbers for each parent species. Number 14. The sheep-goat chimera. Laboratory techniques have enabled scientists to create chimeras that would never occur naturally, with the sheep-goat chimera representing one of the most successful examples of this technology. Unlike conventional hybrids that result from breeding, these chimeras are created by fusing early embryonic cells from both sheep and goats, resulting in an animal containing two distinct genetic identities coexisting in one body. The physical appearance of these chimeras often creates a patchwork effect. Sections of woolly sheep-like coat grow alongside areas of coarser goat hair. Their internal organs may similarly reflect their dual nature, with some tissues developing from sheep cells, while others develop from goat cells. Blood tests reveal the presence of both sheep and goat DNA, confirming their chimeric status. Number 13. The savanna cat. The domestic cat world has been revolutionized by one particular hybrid, the savanna cat, created by crossing domestic cats with the wild African serval. These striking felines combine the approachable nature of house cats with the exotic appearance of their wild ancestors, creating one of the most visually impressive domestic pets available today. First developed in the 1980s, savanna cats display remarkable physical characteristics that instantly distinguish them from typical domestic cats. They stand significantly taller with longer legs, giving them an elegant, athletic appearance. Their ears are notably larger and set higher on the head, reminiscent of their serval ancestry. The distinctive spotted coat pattern clearly shows their wild heritage, with bold black spots against backgrounds ranging from gold to silver. I have a question for you. First, I would like to say that it is possible to follow the greatest curiosities of our world every day. But to do so, you need to be subscribed to our channel. So, are you already subscribed? If not, take the opportunity to subscribe now. Also take the opportunity to like the video so YouTube will recommend more videos from our channel. So leave your like right now. And now that you've done that, let's go. Number 12. The walrus-lion hybrid. Truth or fiction? They found animal hybrids that will leave you quite shocked. But does this one actually exist? A bizarre image circulating on darker corners of the internet purportedly shows a creature combining features of walruses and lions. The photograph, allegedly leaked by an employee claiming to work at an experimental safari, depicts an animal with the tusks and blubbery body of a walrus, combined with the mane and facial features of a lion. Wildlife biologists unanimously reject the possibility of such a hybrid occurring through natural or conventional breeding methods. Walruses and lions belong to entirely separate mammalian orders, Carnivora, pinnipeds, and Carnivora, felids, respectively, with vastly different genetic structures, reproductive systems, and developmental patterns. The chromosomal differences alone would prevent viable embryo formation, making such a hybrid biologically impossible through standard reproductive means. Number 11. The leopon. The big cat family contains numerous fascinating hybrids, with the leopon, a cross between a male leopard and a female lion, standing as one of the most visually striking. These rare hybrids exist almost exclusively in captivity, as leopards and lions occupy different ecological niches in the wild, even where their ranges overlap. Leopons display an extraordinary blend of physical characteristics from both parent species. Their bodies typically show the powerful build and size closer to lions, while their coats exhibit a unique pattern, faint leopard-like rosettes superimposed on tawny lion-colored fur. Males develop short manes, significantly less impressive than lion manes, but still distinct from the maneless leopard. Their faces often show a blend of features, with eye shape and ear positioning intermediate between both parent species. Number 10. The zubron. Hidden away in the forests of Eastern Europe, particularly Poland, roams one of the most impressive large mammal hybrids ever developed, the zebron. This powerhouse combines the European bison, wisent, with domestic cattle, creating an animal that towers over standard farm animals while carrying the wild spirit of its bison ancestry. Polish scientists first developed zebrons in the 1930s, hoping to create the perfect agricultural animal that could survive harsh winters while providing abundant meat. What they got was something far more impressive, a creature weighing up to 1,200 pounds with remarkable disease resistance and the ability to thrive in environments where domestic cattle would struggle to survive. The zebron inherits the muscular frame and powerful shoulders of the bison while maintaining much of the more docile temperament from its cattle parentage. Their thick, shaggy coat provides exceptional protection against freezing temperatures, and their digestive systems can process rough forage that would be unsuitable for regular cattle. Number 9. The zonkey. When zebras and donkeys crossbreed, they produce the visually striking zonkey, an animal that immediately captures attention with its unusual appearance. These rare hybrids typically display the overall body shape and size of donkeys, while featuring zebra-like stripes on their legs, faces, and sometimes partial striping across their bodies. The patterns vary significantly between individuals, with no two zonkeys sharing identical markings. Zonkeys combine behavioral traits from both parent species in unpredictable ways. They often show the social nature of zebras, forming strong bonds with specific companions, while simultaneously demonstrating the sturdy work ethic characteristic of donkeys. Their vocalizations blend the distinctive braying of donkeys with the barking sounds zebras make, creating unique calls instantly recognizable to those familiar with these hybrids. Their unique hide combines the heat-resistant properties of zebra skin with the tough durability of donkey hide, allowing them to thrive in harsh environments that challenge purebred animals. Number 8. The Mullard duck. The food industry has embraced hybrid animals in ways most consumers never realize, and the Mullard duck stands as testament to this practice. Created by crossing mallard ducks with Muscovy ducks, these hybrids have transformed commercial duck production worldwide through their exceptional growth rates and meat quality. Unlike their parent species, Mullards grow significantly faster and larger, developing impressive breast muscle mass while maintaining a favorable fat distribution that makes them ideal for specialty preparations like duck confit or foie gras. Their hybrid vigor manifests in remarkable feed conversion efficiency. They require less food to produce more meat than either parent species. Number 7. The Liger-Tigon hybrid. The world of big cat hybrids already amazes with creatures like ligers, lion father, tiger mother, and tigons, tiger father, lion mother. But nature takes hybridization to another level when these first-generation hybrids themselves reproduce, creating second-generation hybrids called litigons and teligons that represent some of the most genetically complex big cats ever documented. These second-generation hybrids inherit an extraordinary mix of physical and behavioral traits. Some develop the impressive size characteristic of ligers, while displaying coat patterns that blend stripes and mane features in completely unique ways. Their vocalizations often combine elements of both roars and growls and sounds heard nowhere else in the cat family. Number 6. The wolf-dog hybrid. Few hybrids capture the human imagination quite like the wolf dog, an animal that literally bridges the 15,000-year journey from wild predator to domestic companion. These creatures combine the genetic heritage of wolves with various domestic dog breeds, creating animals that exist in a biological middle ground between wildness and domestication. Wolf-dog hybrids typically inherit the wolf's more powerful physique, larger paws, longer legs, and broader heads than most domestic dogs. Their sensory capabilities often show enhanced development, particularly their sense of smell and hearing, which more closely match wolf capabilities. Their coat patterns frequently display the wild coloration of wolves, though often modified by dog genetics. Number 5. The Narluga. The Narluga. The Arctic waters hold one of the most unusual marine mammal hybrids ever documented, the Narluga. This extraordinary creature results from the rare mating of a narwhal and a beluga whale, two species that typically remain separate despite sharing Arctic habitats. The first confirmed Narluga was documented in 2019 through DNA analysis, though indigenous hunters had reported unusual-looking whales for generations. Narlugas display physical characteristics intermediate between their parent species. They typically have a body shape closer to belugas, but with the more elongated head structure of narwhals. Fascinatingly, they rarely develop the iconic spiral tusk characteristic of male narwhals, suggesting complex interactions between developmental genes from both species. Their skin coloration often appears as a muted gray, between the white of adult belugas and the darker mottled pattern of narwhals. Number 4. The blood parrot cichlid. The aquarium trade has produced some of the most visually striking hybrids, but few generate as much controversy as the blood parrot cichlid. This vivid orange fish resulted from crossing several cichlid species, including the Midas and redhead cichlids, creating one of the most recognizable and polarizing aquarium specimens available today. Their most distinctive feature, a small, parrot-like mouth that cannot fully close, creates both their characteristic appearance and their greatest challenge. This deformity makes feeding difficult, raising ethical questions about deliberately breeding animals with functional impairments for aesthetic purposes. Despite these concerns, their bright coloration and playful behavior have made them immensely popular in the American and Asian aquarium markets. Blood parrots display remarkable intelligence for fish, recognizing their owners and demonstrating problem-solving abilities unusual in aquarium species. Number 3. The grizzly black bear hybrid. Deep in North American forests, a new type of bear has emerged in recent decades that combines the genetics of two distinct native species, the grizzly and black bear hybrid. As human development pushes these normally separate species into overlapping territories, occasional interbreeding produces offspring that showcase characteristics from both parent species. Behaviorally, these hybrids present interesting combinations, often showing greater aggression than black bears, while demonstrating more adaptability to human-altered landscapes than pure grizzlies typically display. Their diet tends to be exceptionally omnivorous, combining the black bear's greater tendency toward plant foods with the grizzly's more pronounced hunting instincts. Number 2. The jaglion. Among the rarest big cat hybrids, the jaglion combines the genetic heritage of male jaguars with female lions, creating a spectacular creature that showcases the most striking features of both parent species. These hybrids exist almost exclusively in captivity, as jaguars and lions inhabit different continents in the wild and would never naturally encounter each other. The jaglion's physical appearance creates an unmistakable impression. The powerful, muscular build characteristic of lions combines with the distinctive spotted pattern of jaguars, though these spots often appear more subdued or blended than in pure jaguars. Their heads typically display features closer to lions, while their bodies often retain the compact, powerful structure associated with jaguars. These hybrids inherit the remarkable climbing abilities of jaguars, demonstrating agility unusual for animals of their size. Number 1. The zorse. The zorse crashes into our list as an eye-catching blend of zebra and horse that'll make you do a double take. These hybrids combine the domesticated nature of horses with the wild spirit and distinctive markings of zebras, creating an animal that looks like it galloped straight out of a fantasy novel. What immediately grabs attention about zorses is their striking appearance. Most inherit partial striping, typically on their legs, neck, and sometimes across portions of their bodies, while maintaining the overall body structure and size of horses. The pattern intensity varies dramatically between individuals, with some looking nearly like conventional horses while others sport zebra stripes across most of their bodies. Temperament-wise, zorses often inherit a hefty dose of the zebra's independent streak. While horses have undergone thousands of years of selective breeding for docility, zebras remain essentially wild animals with strong fight-or-flight responses. This genetic cocktail creates zorses that typically require more experienced handlers than regular horses. They'll test boundaries constantly, showing intelligence that can be both impressive and challenging for trainers. Now I have a special invitation for you. Are you watching this video that is now appearing on the screen? I have selected it especially for you, so click now to watch it. Well, that's it, and until next time, Curious One.